While there's plenty to do in Busselton, no visit would be complete without a trip to the jetty that extends into Geograph Bay. At just under 2 kilometres in length, it's the longest wooden piled jetty in the southern hemisphere. It's a lovely walk to the end, but I can't pass up the opportunity to take the train. Leaving every hour throughout the day, the Stocker Preston Express electric jetty train is the perfect way to experience the Bussleton Jetty. Before I get on, I'm having a quick chat to Ray, who moved to Busselton for a sea change and has been driving the train for the past 6 years.
What's the most memorable thing you've seen driving the train?
Whales. We get lots of whales here. We're in the end of our whale season at the moment, but we often see whales coming in. They go under the jetty. Sometimes they come all the way down, not too much down the shallows, but they do come under the jetty around. They do a few backflips. We get a few dolphins in every now and again as well, and they're quite regular, but the whales, July to November we have our whales. So,
spectacular.
Yeah, it is, it's awesome, you know.
Not bad for a day's work.
Oh, look, it is hard, I know. I'm getting up there in age, you know, and I'm just thinking, oh, how can I leave this? You know, this is really nice. And even though I've been here a little while now, it still feels like I'm on holidays.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning, I think, look at this.
Yeah,
you can't
so
beat
lucky.
it. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Construction of the Busselton Jetty began in 1865, beginning at a mere 161 metres. Though the jetty is now used exclusively for tourism and recreation, it originally served as a port for exporting timber.
So this train is powered by solar panels, it's totally electric, and it's slightly faster than walking, so beats walking only by a little bit. So far, I've seen a couple of birds and lots of water. Beautiful wind-swept effect for free, no extra charge. And I've learnt about the pylons.
The jetty closed as a port in 1973 and fell into disrepair after Cyclone Alby in 1978 devastated the area. But thanks to community action, funds were raised for its restoration.
It was restored by the community, which was a pretty amazing thing to do. They got motivated to save this jetty and just make it as long as possible. And at the end, there's an underwater viewing platform, which is only one of 6 in the entire world.
The train has been running for just over 6 years now and has proved a very popular addition. It's quite odd hopping off a train in the middle of the ocean. I'm keen to explore the observatory, so I'm meeting our tour guide Victoria to find out more.
So Victoria, you're a tour guide here.
Yes.
How long have you been working here?
On and off a few years. So I started back in 2019 and have been sort of here and there.
Lovely. And how many tour groups do you think you take through on an average day?
We start at 9 a.m. and we finish, our last tour starts at 4. So every hour on the hour, and we can take up to 44 people at a time. So it can get pretty full on.
Lovely. I bet it's such a popular spot all year round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gorgeous, and we just keep getting busier and busier as people want to know more about our marine life.
Yeah, and what do you love about coming to work here?
It's just so gorgeous being out here. It's hard to be stressed when this is your office and this is your view. We have 300 species of marine life under the water, so taking people downstairs into this observatory and seeing their faces light up when they see this marine life for the first time, potentially ever in their lives, that's just always magical. It's always so sweet to see people experiencing the ocean that way. And many of those people would never have the opportunity to snorkel or scuba dive otherwise. We get people visiting from landlocked countries and people with different levels of ability physically. So to be able to bring them down and show them here's the natural ocean, pretend you're a fish and explore, it's really lovely.
Okay, well, I'm keen to have a look what's going on under there, in there.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
We've got an absolutely gorgeous day out here today. It's about 10 meters of visibility.
Wow, is it normally this clear?
It's quite good for this time of year. As we get into the summer season, it will start to clear up a bit further, but we're all really excited here because it's been looking quite good recently.
Descending 8 meters to the ocean floor, the jetty's piles have created a reef, now home to tropical and subtropical corals, sponges, fish, and invertebrates.
So here we've reached 8 meters deep. We are at the bottom of the ocean here in Geograph Bay. Even though we're about 2 kilometers out to sea, it's very shallow, which means we get a lot of light coming through. And you can see the marine life here on the piles. We've got beautiful little white-barred boxfish. She's saying hello to you there with her little kissy lips. This is one of 6 observatories in the world. We don't do any sort of feeding or interaction with our wildlife, so everything here is wild and true and natural and free.
Nice.
Anything can swim past at any moment. We've had a numb ray come past before, and we've seen him a couple times, so that's like kind of like a stingray but electric rather than having a barb, so they actually kind of like an electric eel.
Yep.
One of our tour guides outside the western window, he actually snapped a photo of a humpback whale once.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good day for us here.
No whales today, but with more than 300 individual marine species in their natural habitat, all viewable through 11 windows at various levels, there's always plenty to see.
It'd be just amazing for them to be like, finally the humans are in the fishbowl.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're not going into their space. We're actually part of the reef here, so the back of this wall is covered in marine life.
Each year during autumn and winter, a warm current down the Western Australian coastline allows for an incredibly diverse array of tropical and subtropical species into Geograph Bay. At a latitude of 33 degrees south, this is a remarkable phenomenon not found anywhere else in the southern hemisphere.
In the summertime, this is a really popular spot for snorkeling and scuba. As you can see, it's quite shallow, it's quite sheltered. Yeah. It's a nice, safe, easy spot to see lots of marine species all in one space. You don't need to go too far to look for them.
And there's even more new developments coming to the jetty, including an underwater sculpture snorkel trail and a new discovery centre.